Our Brother's Keeper is a place where those experiencing homelessness can come and just really take a deep breath as we start the process of looking for more permanent housing. We're here to protect them, keep them safe. Obviously we do provide meals, things along those lines, case management, but our goal really is to give people that safe place to be, because being out in the elements is tough, it's scary. We want a safe place for people to come.
We primarily get guests from Mecosta, Osceola, Lake, and Newaygo counties. OBK opened in 2013. At that time it was ran by volunteers. We're open 24/7. We provide 3 meals a day and a place for people to sleep and stay warm.
So a typical day here at the shelter is constant. We're constantly moving. We're assisting guests with housing applications, making sure that our guests get their medication and have access to their medication. We're assisting with basic day-to-day skills. Some of our guests like to come in and cook with us. They like to come in and clean. We're just constantly moving and finding ways to keep the place safe.
There's an assumption that people that stay at our shelter may be lazy or that they can't take care of themselves for one reason or another, when in fact, lots of times we have guests that work 12-hour shifts at the factories around the corner. They'll walk to work during the day. They don't have a vehicle. I think there's that assumption that they don't do anything, when in fact they're actually, most of them are working pretty hard to better their lives and find housing and manage to find income one way or another so they can move out of the shelter. It's a nice place to be when you need it, but it's not somewhere you want to stay all the time.
The biggest thing is I've always been on my own. I've always, dealt with my own scenarios and, life circumstances as I, dealt with them. Being here is a little different, seeing some of the issues I was dealing with addiction and some mental health issues. Knowing that, this isn't a place to, let loose and party it up, I had to stay firm and grounded on some of my beliefs and things that I wanted to accomplish. And so far I've been able to accomplish those things.
Well, I've been staying in my car for about a year and a half. I've been homeless for 3. I've been trying to do a lot of stuff on my own, thinking that I can do it by myself. But at some point in your life, you have to come to a realization that you cannot do all things by yourself. You do need help, and you do need a community to help you build yourself up so you can be your own individual.
I was working in Bay City at Baycast, and I was an overhead crane operator. I came upon a bad situation in my life to where I became homeless. I went to the shelter in Midland, and they kept me there for a while, and they got in contact with this shelter for me to come here so I can start my rebuild process over in a better place.
I have really bad credit. I have massive medical problems and medical bills. I ended up with an eviction on my record, which is stopping me, even though I got an income and references. So I went through the health department originally. And I'm from this area, so I went through all the organizations like Mecosta Senior Services. I know all the departments, everything like that, but because of my record, I couldn't find anything. So even with the health department, who had specialized programs, they couldn't find anything because of my record. I take insulin 4 times a day, 2 types. That's just the insulin, and that had to be refrigerated. The reason I came into this shelter is to keep my insulin from going bad, because I was taking it 4 times a day, taking specialty medicine on top of it. It's been out of control for over a year, so.
We have seen a few guests come from maybe some rehabilitation center. They may have had a surgery, a mental health episode, and then they come to us.
Here at the Brother's Keeper, they give you your own dignity. I know it's a shelter, but they leave you with your dignity. I've been to a lot of places where It takes away your dignity. It's relaxed enough to where it allows you to have your dignity and still grow.
They supply you with absolutely everything you need. If you need your education, your driver's license, you need help with applications for apartments, they help you with it. They help supply food, they give you clothes. You know, if somebody comes in here and can't remember medicines that they take, they automatically document it, so if they are going back through it and see that you haven't taken it, they'll call you in and say, hey, you forgot your medicine. They're really helpful, they communicate, they're loving, they give you emotional support.
The staff is very accommodating. All the people I've met here have been very warm and welcoming. Even the people that you stay with. They got me set up with community mental health. So I see a therapist and counselor and going through some things that I'm dealing with. They definitely set your mind at ease as soon as you get kind of settled in and everything.
Well, it's been very warming, very nice, very comfortable. They make you feel like you're at home, so you can feel secure and feel better about yourself as an individual.
They've done a lot of things for them, like all the clothes I got. I came here with just shorts, a t-shirt, and one little small jacket and this hat, and didn't have much to my name. They helped me with shelter because I was living in Big Rapids up here, and I lost my home because I got in an accident. I broke my back and neck, and luckily I'm able to walk, and somebody would help me, and they did. OBK's helping me.
Well, just in the last 2 years since I've been here, it's been dramatic, the change, the amount of support and publicity that we get now. Just me posting on Facebook, like, hey, we need paper towels, like we're out, but we'll get loaded up with them that day.
It really kind of falls on all of us. We need a call to action. We need housing. I mean, we have guests that are just coming back to shelter year after year because they can't find affordable housing, or their record indicates that they can't get housing. And we're working so hard to break down those barriers. We really need some more housing. We need landlords to get involved and try to find a solution. I think we could reduce this population if we just found a way to work together.
I think the public, them knowing that our shelter is pretty much at capacity all winter, should make them aware that we are needed in the community, and in order to remain here, we need their assistance. We need them to help us so we can help those people experiencing homelessness.
You can give us a call. We take volunteers. We have a packet. We'll be hiring. You can donate via our webpage or Facebook. And we have a few events taking place this year, fundraiser. If anybody wants to come and join our team in any capacity, we welcome them.
They helped me a lot. They got me a lot of stuff done that I could not get on my own.
Overall, I'd say my experience has been excellent.
It's better than in your own family,